What's going on with y'all? Welcome to AG Speaks. I appreciate everybody for coming to this video today. If you're new, I appreciate you for checking me out, giving me a chance, clicking on my video. If you're a returning member, I appreciate you for coming back. You helping the channel grow a lot. Much love to y'all. And I want to be telling y'all a very, I guess you could call it a popular term nowadays. I'm going to address toxic people and why they are so fun, like why they're so entertaining, why they're so intriguing, interesting to us, why we indulge in toxic people knowing that they're toxic. You know, nowadays, it's a trend to really say that you're toxic. It's kind of like cool for people to say, oh, you toxic. Like people look at it like, oh, that's cool. Or some people say they like toxicness. They like, I remember at one point in time, if somebody called you toxic, that was like an insult. You know what I mean? Just to be called toxic was like an insult. Like, you calling me toxic? Like, what I do? Like, I remember back in the day, that's how it was, And I feel like ever since 2020, it's been a new set of rules for everything. And that's one of them. That toxic is not a bad thing anymore. Nowadays, people look at toxic like a personality trait, like it's just regular. Like, oh, you toxic? Okay. Like, I like a toxic person. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some people like toxicness. And the reason why toxic people come off so fun is because they take you out of your everyday mindset. They take you out of the boringness of life. Even if it's at your detriment, even if it's something even if there's somebody who can harm you, you still feel like they're exciting, they're fun, they're interesting. They're somebody that takes me away from the norms of life, because every single day I'm doing the same exact thing. Every single day I'm around the same exact people. Every single day I'm having the same thoughts, eating the same foods, listening to the same music. Like, I already know what my day gonna be looking like before I even get up and go start whatever I gotta start. Like, I already know. Like, a lot of people are living like that. So when you get with a person that's different, and have a different set of background than you, and they're a little spicy, which is basically the toxicness I'm talking about. When they're also toxic too, it's like, yeah, they get on my nerves. Yeah, they got me arguing. Yeah, we be arguing about stuff we don't got no business arguing about. Yeah, and in the extreme case, like sometimes people even like the physical, all that type of stuff. I don't condone any of that. But even the super toxic things, people gravitate towards it because they feel like it's taking them away from their regular life. Some people aren't satisfied with their regular life, so when they get with somebody who doing crazy stuff and fun stuff, they just feel like it's a way to get away. Like, I done met plenty of people, especially females. I've met a lot of females and they always say like they like dudes that come from a certain background and act a certain way that's not necessarily good for them, because it's interesting and it's fun. And they don't like boring people. Like, a guy that's not toxic, in a lot of females' eyes, they're considered to be boring. Women don't like boring. Women like adventure. They like fun. They like activity. They like something different. Just something they never experienced before. And a lot of women will turn to a guy that's good for them, and turn to a guy that really wants the best for them and caters to their wants and their needs and tries to provide peace to them. Women will turn away from that guy because they're not toxic enough for them. They're not showing enough adventure for them. They're not driving down the highway at 120 miles per hour. They're not swerving in between cars. You know what I'm saying? They're not riding dirty everywhere they go. They're not sitting around trying to argue with police. They're not sitting around trying to argue with people in the club. They're not sitting around trying to tell you what to do and control you and force you to do this and force you to do that. They're not doing a lot of things that toxic people do. They're not checking your GPS every 5 seconds. They're not trying to find your location, and they're not trying to pull up on you just because you ain't pick up the phone. They ain't trying to do all that. It's people out here, believe it or not, man. It's people out there who really love their peace, man. It's people out here who really cherish their peace and wants to keep peace within themselves and the people around them. It's people that really want to provide you with peace. But it's hard in this day and time, it's hard for those people who really live like that to get the reciprocation that they deserve, because so many people believe that everything in life is just about fun. Everything in life is not just about fun. Sometimes things in life is about your peace. It's about your happiness. It's about your centeredness. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's just about you getting better energetically. And it's like people don't be realizing that it's not always just about having fun. It's not just always about turning up. It's not just always about having a good time. And I understand we all want to do those things, but this life, we didn't come here for no reason. If you feel like that, I disagree with you. I feel like everybody, we've been put on this earth for a reason. And as a collective, as a group of people, we was meant to do a certain thing and follow a certain mission. Now, are we succeeding or not? I don't know. I'm not God. I can't say. But at the end of the day, I know we're not just meant to be here just to be having fun. Because anybody who just out here having fun throughout life, they're gonna end up a failure. That's not how life works. You can't just have fun throughout life and expect your life to go how you want it to go. You gotta put in work, you gotta grind, you gotta be what's that word? Everybody uses it. Everybody uses it. You gotta be disciplined. You gotta be really focused on what you wanna do. And a lot of times people who are toxic and they have all this time to worry about what you're doing and monitor you all the time and try to control you, the people that have time to do that and be toxic, those people, those are the ones that are really not probably going pretty far in life. Because why do you have so much time on your hands to just be focused on what I'm doing? Like, if you with somebody that is trying to control you, I don't care how fun you think they are, it's not worth it. Because in the end, it's going to get old. Everything like that gets old. Nobody likes toxicness forever. Like, eventually when you get older, it's going to start to take a toll on you. And God forbid you with somebody that you actually grow feelings for and begin to love deeply and start to fall in love deeply, and you've been together for 4 to 5 years, and now you realizing they got an abuse problem. Now you realizing they got an alcohol problem. Now you realizing they got a problem you just don't want to deal with. It's not worth it. But now your feelings involved, you in love, you've been through it all with this person, and this person is super, super toxic in ways that I don't even really want to explain like that. But y'all get what I'm saying? Like, sometimes females really fear for their life. Men really fear for their life when it comes down to toxic relationships, because people get crazy. I just seen it on both sides of the spectrum. I just seen women abuse men and men abuse women in all type of ways. That's not just physical. That's mentally, emotionally, spiritually, everything. Just being very manipulative, trying to control their life, trying to tell them who they can and can't hang out with. Like, and people starting to like this type of thing is really scary, because if you like this, you're going to keep inviting this into your life. And the more you invite something in your life, the more likely it is to bite you. You could get away with certain things because God is real. You know, God will show you some grace. But the more and more you keep pushing towards something, you're going to eventually get what you want. And it's not really a game out here. People like to look at life like it's a game. And it is a game in certain aspects. But when it comes down to, like, certain people, hold on, but when it comes down to certain people, it's just not worth playing the game. Okay? It just ain't worth doing it. It ain't worth your mental space, your heart space, nothing. Because everybody ain't meant to be in your life, man. And don't just be with somebody because they intrigue you, or don't just be with somebody because they give you some type of thrill, or don't just be with somebody because they do, like, little things. That you gotta see what somebody is really about. You gotta see what somebody's real moral principle codes are. You gotta be with somebody who really can see life through a different lens and really can help you elevate. Like, look for people like that. Like, all that extra stuff, it's cool until you get older and realize, like, what was I doing? Like, I was wasting time with that person, or I really wasn't supposed to be with that person. You know what I'm saying? And you will start to feel like that. So I just wanted to come on this video. Hopefully this message helped somebody who may need to hear it. Yeah, I hope this provided some value to y'all. I know there's a lot of people dealing with toxic situations, and it may seem fun now, but I feel like it just gets worse and worse as time goes on. So other than that, I appreciate y'all for watching. I'm gone.